so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I step like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough. That's fielded in the end zone. And no.
Ain't nobody breathing hard on my mic. The fuck? Oh, hell yeah, bro. You know how mad I was? I was like, fuck, he caught me slipping. Ah, I forgot to do my fucking voice anymore. Oh, I was still talking to the nigga J Money. Nah, Nisha, she used to cook breakfast every Saturday too.
They'll run for the first time with Sonny Michel, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line.
For real? When is court? Are you fighting for full custody or are you just fighting for joint? Shit, so I'll go ahead and fight for that full then. Fuck it. You don't want it? Yeah, that's the only thing about the system. That shit broke. Like, unless she agreed to give you custody, like...
Just a 3-yard gain there.
Anthony Barr brought him down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Wait, 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Ozzy! Right there. 54, right there. Hey, Charlie! Yeah, let's get that. 50.
Now Brady. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
2nd and 6 at the Vikings' 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
54. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Rush in. Go Bandit.
Throwing now is Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Motion. Say. Sponge.
Brady gives to Michelle. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, 32 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case,
your daughter know you here?
You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They run again on first down. Cook. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down. Here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, tight down. There you go. I got motion. Check. Motion. Shadow. 54 is Mike. Hey, zoom. Watch 54. You remember me? Let's go. Alpha.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Anthony Barr coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check. Sugar. Mike spot 4. Smooth.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He actually up $20.
Taken down at the
It is 10-7 right now.
That's now
wow.
Explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Nah, man. I tell you, man, he always do this. Like, he be gone for a while, he don't play the game, and then he just come back and find his niche. And then he be hooping. I tell you, bro. You know, I've been playing this thing.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. A throw complete to Dorsett, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Mike 54. Here we go, here we go. Alert! 54, right there. 54, Mike. Not here. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Alpha. All day, baby. All day. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Alpha. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Gold 50. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Easy. Here we go.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Brady now to throw to Michelle on the screen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
54's Mike. 54's Malone. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Hey, Haywood. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's coming this way. Here we go. Check.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Patriots send out their punter. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 9 seconds to play. Likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Cook. call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Cousins on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Wait, set. 54 miles. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases
trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you. But you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020. And they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl, after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up third and long.
Joker. Mike 54. Mike 54. Go Bandit. Right there. 54. 54 Mike. Get your swerve on. 54 is Mike. 54 is Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Ozzy.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Sherrills. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
And it's third down.
To Hunt. Ready. Receiver. Okay, just like that.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
A gain of 14. First down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of his...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Kyle Van Noy showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon, and he's able to get it.
How many tip picks they gonna give you, fam? He said you annoying.
I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
What you do?
With a first down as they begin the drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
And it's Michel once again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Cousins the thrower. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just
how many tip picks they gonna get you, family? That's all I'm asking.
Spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, we're good.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, he finds Dorsett. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Kill.
To throw on third down. Brady. And able to find Dorsett.
They're going to keep giving to you that family?
Is the pickup there and a New England first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Michel, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Brady going to throw here. Here's Sanu on the catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Wait, set, 53! 54! Line 54! Hey, man. Hey, 66!
Brady now going to leave it with Michel on the draw. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd
Damn, that's how you going to hurt me?
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay,
Peace out.
when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left.
This for Dub.
Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet of what he knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view.
Hold on, let me put it in the chat because you got like you don't know the vibes. You know how you had like you didn't know the vibes last night. You know nothing needed to be said, bro. Every time we play is for money. You know that. Yeah.
They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23. At the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Out to his left. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown. Seattle, DK Metcalf, 84 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Ravens nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
3rd and 2.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Got a man. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 54.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They decided to take it.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook. Deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You got blocked me. Right,
Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Wilson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Procise. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Check. We ain't giving up nothing.
Here's Wilson to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check tight. Switch. Shoot. Check 50. Kill.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep.
Go. Run.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch the slant.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. Being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Mike 54. Here we go, D.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On second down now, it's Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This is Ingram on first and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Check back, check back.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. The second down play now. Much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Incomplete. It's
You
now
got
third
it.
down
You
and
got
9
it.
yards to
You
go.
got it.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Check, 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 check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Let's walk. Right. Hey, go.
Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Loss on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Check, check.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
There we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ingram again, a first down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Marshall Yanda.
It's our time. It's our time.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jihad Ward showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. After the sack on first down, Wilson, open man is Jacob Hollister. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A second down carry for Procise. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Flush to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all of a sudden they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10.
You know the fucking
first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way.
You thought that Lamar shit was going to work. Oh, my nigga.
Trying to run down here with Procise.
You know the fucking vibes.
Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown.
My boy, you want to bet another 20 that you could come back and win the game?
Lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point
yeah, my boy. Yeah, okay. I'm about to say, be humble. I was humble when you beat me. Just be humble.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And it's caught.
So they're not going to get anything?
Break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This time, Jackson will throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And this is caught at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
No, I'm asking you again. Do you want to bet another 20 that you won't come back and win?
Tucker now to add the point after.
Okay, my boy.
This is back to a 5-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
How the time we on now, my boy?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it,
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
He wasn't ready.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Steps away. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wilson to throw. And this is
know the vibes.
Could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson wants to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back.
You know the vibes.
They did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain.
Gotta get the little big brother, dog.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Let's get it, man.
Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This is taken at the 3. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Some Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Wow. Good shit, Russell.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish him, mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows if you look at my neck, boy, I'm
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Watch the ship. Watch 31. Watch the ship.
On first down, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, defense.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check four. Motion. 58's the mic. 58.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On first down, it's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Hey, to the line. Slam.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. He may try and run for this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. From the red zone now, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 16.
That's track.
And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 16-yard line.
180. 55, Mike. 3 bud. 55, Mike. 55. 2 for 66.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 62 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Gurley again here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 13-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Out of the gun, Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. A shotgun snap for gone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw, Watson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. It's complete to Fuller. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Here's Natson. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ball. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Third and long. It's gone. Going up top for Cup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
To throw is Watson. Open man, the tight end Fells. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check motion, 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 motion. 58.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
He's got Fuller. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Motion, motion, motion. '58 to Mike, 58. 58.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's going to fire one deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
At the 43-yard line.
Reset. 19. 58. Come on. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, let's go.
They'll run it again with Miller. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. They'll run. It's Miller. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stand.
What happened to my nigga Todd Gurley?
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That nigga.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Goff.
Whoa! Goff! What was that?
Picked off at the 40.
Oh my God!
The intended receiver.
You made me laugh and
I cannot throw that with this nigga. I see that.
Situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's wilding on your boy.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller.
I was about to say, what the fuck, dog?
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
What we want, dog, for real, Aaron Donald. You already know what I need you to do. You already know what's going on right now. Stay right there. That shit coming.
A shotgun snap for Watson, eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, it's Fells. And
bro, y'all gotta go get to this nigga.
Inside the 25.
This nigga is running fucking wild on y'all niggas.
First down carry now for Miller. And they're
there
able
you
to
go.
swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game.
Come on.
Well, you pointed out
I really need him to fuck up one time and throw it to number 20, bro.
Struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL.
Damn, I hate these games, man.
EA Sports.
This is trash. Come on, Matthews.
Again, it's Miller running this with a wide receiver, Fuller.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
think
good.
anyone
That
in the
shit was
building
damn
fooled
sure to
right
the
there,
crib.
as that one is going to blow up in their
Damn, that
faces.
shit was to the crib.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Watson with a give to Miller.
Oh, come on.
Lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
All right.
This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other.
Fuck, son. And I got fucking listening to Jared Goff. He's so fucking ass.
It's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Yeah, you cannot knock off this nigga. He can't do shit, bro.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all.
All right, I'm going to take a chance. On me, I'm going to take a chance. But I need you to play deep.
That they got as much
on
as
me.
they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, here's
That's not the
a
chance I
2nd down
wanted to
throw
take,
that's knocked
but
away and incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Like 20. Hey, 5. You ain't nothing, Bill. You ain't
Goff now to throw.
I need to do that!
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So how about that for
I
a
know I
momentum
can't do that.
switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game.
Oh, I can't do that, man.
You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought
My
down.
gosh, son.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, so they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run...
Oh my gosh, what? I knew that was going to happen.
A 15-yard touchdown run, and the Texans have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the entire level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism,
that's crazy, dog.
Toughness.
Fucking Jared Goff. Like, the defense is solid. They're just ass.
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
1v1 me, pussy!
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
Yo, this nigga is so ass, dog. Oh my God, son.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you
cannot be fucking that ass. I'm sorry.
I think a confidence hit.
Like, there's no fucking way.
Once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit, but as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
You're that ass. You can't even hit that one time.
Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
At the 37-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller.
Oh my God! What was that? 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 Please tell me.
How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big
guys
who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Got an open man, it's QT. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That shit is so ass.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
This nigga golf is so trash. My nigga.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's get a good stop.
On first down. It's Miller. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Nigga know the vibes, man.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Damn, Jared Goff.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miller. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Watch the safety creep. Run quick. Rush in.
1v, pussy.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
There you go, bro.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
Do it. corner, Bradley Roby. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant.
And intercepted. Maybe the point they need. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big
went to exit 6, right?
there as his guys will get the football back.
So when I get it.
You in my car?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, let me get my order, man. Oh, I ordered 2 kids meals, fucking 12-piece, and like 2 cookies.
After the interception, here's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Oh, wow.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And they bring him to the ground.
Niggas going crazy on this now.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
That's tough. They letting these niggas fucking crazy on this.
Rolling to his right. He's going to look
know
deep
what
in
this
zone
is.
for
They know the
Hopkins.
vibes. Oh! I was getting ready to say.
3 seconds
Not my
left.
nigga number 20. That's like his first target all game.
On first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10.
Man.
Down to an Egos Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
I'm down 40. What you up, 40? 60? 40? You gotta bring this shit down to 20. Last dog. This San Fran game was fucking crazy. Fuck it. I don't wear ball, mains. All I ever do is ball, main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get. Yes, sir. A$AP Rocky. Yes, sir. Welcome to Austin, Texas. What? I was not about to do that. A$AP Rocky, yes sir. Welcome to Houston, Texas. That's the vibes you want. You only up 2 games, young man. Slow your roll. Bro, they stopping everything, all PCS, and like I can't even PCS now. That shit crazy.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the New York Jets.
That's a conspiracy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away.
He's just trying to eliminate us. So you gonna do that to my Oregon product? Niggas got some speed. So what I'm gonna do is hey, what you doing? Oh, I already got my speed that I need. You ready to eat? She too. Huh? You ready to eat? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Maddie.
We got this.
Niggas know the vibes, man. Hello?
I was on the phone with my dang too. Hi, Mommy.
That ain't your mommy. He definitely in my headphones.
Here we go.
Hold on.
10-2 stop.
Say it again.
Let's go, D.
Hey, Maddie.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds Corey Davis.
What? She right here.
And deep
Give me
he
that.
goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Say hi.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 63 yards.
Chill there, being shy. Say hey. Say what's Gooch?
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown.
That was Ken. Ken will toll it off.
As he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one.
Shit, obviously they do.
Continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Goes underneath for Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready. 57. Watch the crowd.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 6 yards away. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Darnold. Caught here by Bell. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now Bell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
54 check, watch 54, watch 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 57 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard
Come
line.
on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. 6-6, pull it high. Hit.
Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Jets' 38-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Tannehill. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Mike 54. Here we go.
On second down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 60 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This will be taken very short. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Let's go. It's 30 base.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But that man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories of the postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 211 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense with well over 100 yards in that game. So at playoff time, when he plays big, which he normally does, Tennessee tends to have success. That's the kind of back that they have in Derrick Henry.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Recon, 132 fighter. 57 to Mike. Hey, exit. Hey, hit it.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me,
and Darnold, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit. but not go down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 5-yard line.
Here we go, son. 54. Ready? 54. Oh, you got deep? 54.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Mike 54. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Here's Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 54, Mike.
Darnold from the gun. This one caught by Crowder. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Darnold hitting his tight end, Herndon. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Now it's Darnold. And he slings one that's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5. Hey, Orbit. It's been a long day for you. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
And they are going for it. Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of...
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Darnold now to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Darnold now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-7. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Going underneath for Lewis. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Bravo. Rock it. Get it.
Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Let's go.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? Mike 57. Here we go. Watch tight end. 4 down. Ready?
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Shift. Joker.
Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he gets it down to the 32. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. To throw is Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a run by Bell here going nowhere as they'll hit him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Bell. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be taken in at the 1. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys that call for frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to draw, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell.
You know the vibes.
His second touchdown of the night. And the Jets will extend their lead.
You know the vibes.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard
You
right
know
now.
the vibes, my boy.
Aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns.
Don't you know the
bottom
vibes?
line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
It's going to stop, bro. Fuck. The point is for you to put the stop at the 1. That way it puts you. You always say that, but we already talked about that. The backspin, bro.
Offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points up. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
As soon as you come to that nigga Jamal Adams, I got
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys.
Today I got time, cuz.
Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Maddie, get out of there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But this
Get off, Matty.
Wind up out of bounds. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Yeah.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, echo. Get it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Flushed it. And he's going to lose yardage here.
You know the vibes, my boy. All right, down 20, man. Fuck.
Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And now a shot that's complete.
Who is that?
Goes for a gain of 31.
Oh my gosh, dog.
So
whoever that is, they got to show their show.
Offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill.
That's Jamal Adams.
For a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there. His guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Darnold.
Yes, he had it.
Down he goes
He had him
in
beat,
the
too.
end zone, and that's his safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
He brought it.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson.
Yeah, you can say Sweat.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown.
Give my food.
Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Jets capitalize.
Go give me the sauce in the cabinet. I mean, in the drawer downstairs.
Extra point splits the uprights.
That Chick-fil-A sauce is
to just kick
fire.
The extra point winds up successful.
All right. Give me your food. You know vibes.
Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal.
That is myself.
This will be fielded at the 6.
This is me now.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
CJ Mosley, Alabama, right?
A joke. All right, guys. You had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just
fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A sauce.
You love this kind of sauce?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Is this barbecue sauce?
Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. To try again after the sack. Tannehill flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. There he goes left side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
Want some sauce? All right, man. Good game, bro. For real.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Y'all, Chris about to go to sleep. There you go.
He just making sure if when he goes to sleep.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
First time you run it back.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Oh, he got food too? What kind of food he get?
You know that
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, I'm the green team. Come from New York.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Oh, yeah, that's nothing.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after
new.
having time to talk it over. Now a first down run is going
78
nowhere.
rushing yards, 15 carries.
Backfield, a loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Did all right.
And the busy night for Henry continues. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on 3rd, Derrick Henry. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. This will be caught by Brown. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Lewis here on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
61, match box, white.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Complete. This is Lewis. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Are you going to say
Chick-fil-A? Yeah.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
6, okay.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Nashville, good night, everybody.
Oh. The dude I'm playing?
The other thing and he was doing this, but
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, what is the one beside it?
Which one? Oh, that's how much time that he passed the ball. Mm-hmm.
That must be the point. Besides the
You know the vibes. Hmm? What's that now? Why you wanted the kids meal, but hey. I knew them little bit of nuggets wasn't gonna fill you up. Yep. But you wanted that. Not yet. Matt, give me one of your fries. You can get one of your fries. No, fries. No, fries. Yeah, let me get one. Because I brought the food. You know the vibes. That's for you and Maddie. Y'all gonna share.